Hope I'm not a pixiated mess. Welcome to Sunday Reflections. Oh, wow. Today has been one of those days where it's just like, wow. I mean, just mind blowing. But it's stuff that I've already kind of known. We have already kind of known. Hey, Auslander, thumb up today. Yes, yes. You can go ahead and you are clear for thumbs up. Yes, Auslander. I hope you're doing well, as well as to be expected. Ronnie Ron, Carol Ann Henderson. Hello, hello. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna get a little deep here, folks. We're gonna get a little crazy. Yeah, we're gonna dive down the rabbit hole, but there is evidence. I mean, there is evidence that, well, it's for real. You know what they say. You know, those conspiracy theorists. Well, they're all true. This one takes cake. That involves gurus. Let's go mad together. Yes, gurus, and that's exactly what they want us to do. They want us to go mad. Right. Really mad. Get your tinfoil hats on. Well, yeah. Well, it has. It's not aliens, but one could argue it is. But it's more along the lines of intelligence and occultists, Luciferium. Sarcasm, Sheldon. Okay. I don't watch TV, so I don't get a lot of references. I haven't watched Sheldon's thing in a long time, but yeah. But that's part of it too. That mass initiation. Sisters Marie Kitchen, I'm a win-win, and all you chatty friends, right on. I'm a win-win. Tell you what, hold on a second, folks. I am getting burnt up here. Been basking in the sun and the heat for a long time. Getting kind of steamy outside. It just rained. So, okay, Jerry. I know, I am just a voice. Read the board. The board is very interesting. I went crazy on the board. I did. But it all ties in together. It really does. All these. And I delve into the mysticism, into the esoteric. I really have. We all remember the New Age, the New Age revolution, the New Age that came about and literally started before World War One. With Aleister Crowley and Madame Lebowski. Just to name a few, who somehow, in some way, Joe Morgan, hey, welcome. They had ties to the Central Intelligence Agencies and MK Ultra, MI5. Ian Fleming was part of this New Age revolution. The Queen herself, Queen Elizabeth. Bush Doctor, what's up? The Bohemian Revolution, all this oneness, this monoism, where hey guys, we're all one, right? Yeah, true American Loretta. The hippie movement, the One Love movement, it's designed to take away your individualism and mass initiate us into giving up our individualism and becoming one with the mass collective, i.e., the New World Order. Yeah, they gotta have a religion, and so we've seen the color, especially in the past few years with House and all these other guys, and they have their gurus. Yes, they have their teachers, their gurus, their teachers. Huxley, Copra, Hall, McGinnis, Sadhguru, Mason, Solinsky, all these guys. Denise, hey, welcome. All these guys and gals that are, new age, free thinking, hey, and the message always comes down to the same thing. Give up your identity, give up your individualism, give up your freedoms, and kill yourself so that others can live. All right. Outstanding Polarian message. Outstanding. Shift Kicker, Rooster, welcome. Yeah, this new age revolution, Burning Man. It's that's part of it too. Is how do you get to mass initiate the masses? What was that one? The hell that rapper. What the fuck was his name? Anyway, that guy. That's the same thing. That same kind of, hey, come to the altar of the Luciferian. Come to the Luciferian altar and give your life, or someone else's, or babies, or Malach Baal, or as Baal as he's known, but it's actually pronounced Baal. These are the Luciferian occultists, elite occultists. They really truly believe that they can change the paradigms that we operate in, and they are. You see this. They're making perversion a household name. Kids are getting next thing. Kids are going to be taught by drag queens and who knows what else. Right, Bush Doctor. That's the thing. And I've been listening to a lot of one of the guys that really got me into this was Jay Dyer. He does Jay's analysis. He really goes really deep. He studies the religion of the New World Order. So this is what they believe, and Anton LaVey with the Church of Satan and all that. I mean, it's all part of it. The media platform, the perversion of Disney. Well, Disney was already perverted. They were already into the intelligence. They were pushed up. They were held up by the intelligence committee, if you will, the community, and it was a whole big mass thing. The way to shape and warp the minds of men and women. And they've been doing it for a long ass time. I mean, you talk about, you guys seen Assassin's Creed. We've all seen that. Oh no, Joe. I'm sorry to hear that. And Joe. Joe just keeps going. Way to go. We've all seen Assassin's Creed. Well, it's based on fact. It's literally based on fact. Magic. All right. The Hashashin, which is what they were called, the Hashashin, meaning those who smoke hash. It was made as a derogatory term towards them because that's what they did. They were in a castle in the mountains. Yeah, that was true. Between Iran and the rest of the West, and they literally, this was the whole. This is where the jihad thing comes from, and they were literally brainwashed and mind controlled with hashish and other psychedelic drugs to believe that if they go and commit an assassination, that they will go to heaven and there'll be big busty women waiting for them and 99 virgins and all that mess. So. Yeah, I mean, it goes way back, and so the Skull and Bones Society is part. I mean, they are the architect of the intelligence community as we know it today, and it's all about surveying and changing, warping minds, and now that we've got this whole NWO, HO, the WHO, the WEF, we got all this going on. This is what they believe. They really truly believe that the collective masses need a new mystic religion. Sadhguru. I used to listen to Sadhguru. And then he in one of his things, he said it. He said, yes, we must all die, so we must live. Like, huh? What? Yes, a lot of people must die. You know, rescue, hey, welcome. Wait a minute. You're telling me that everybody must die so that everybody could live. The idea is that they're trying to push. Jorge, hey, welcome. Is that Gaia, the Earth, is alive, and we are but mere cells that must die and be recycled. And now is the recycling time. That's what they're talking about. That's what they're pushing. That's what they're going to push into us, into our minds, into our imaginations. You know, we're great. We have great imaginations. I know I do. Being a near author of many books. I said near because none of them have been published. I'm a huckleberry. Welcome. This is the source of where they're coming from. This is what you see, and the symbols are everywhere. The catchphrases are everywhere. You know. Yes, and that's the thing, is these gurus, they're literally fake. You know, I am enlightened. I am an enlightened master. Please hear my words and do as I say. You know, revolution of immorality. You know, the Roaring Twenties. The Roaring Twenties was a time of great immorality. You know, divorce rates went up 5.7% per 1,000, and then it dropped down, and then in the 70s it came back up, and now it is nearly 50% of all people that get married get a divorce. It is the war on the family. They have to destroy the family unit, the man, the woman, and the child. That unit, that is the fabric of humanity. The man, the woman, and they get together and they have a child and they build a life. And with all that comes a lot of morals, a lot of, you know, moral compasses. Denise, hey, welcome. A lot of your, you know, Christianity is enemy number one to these guys. All right? Christianity preaches a lot of you know, hey, you give yourself to the, you know, to the Trinity, to the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, and you know, you are a child of God and all that. But it also says, hey, look, here's a code of conduct that you must follow. Right? It's a good idea to follow this, and you get to actually do what you want as a individualist, as a person of God. You know. They want to do away with that because no, that doesn't fit the new paradigm. The new paradigm, you know, things like the Earth Charter, you know, blending of the mystic and science to the collective masses, world socialism, which we must accept, is what they say. Accept the contradictions. Accept the contradictions. That's the whole message behind all these gurus. You must accept the contradictions. You know, dissolve the identity and join the one, man. Join the one. Yeah, divorce. The teachings of Jesus on divorce. Ah, interesting. This is what they do. Places you can't go. Hey, welcome. Huxley, Madame Lebowski, Sadhguru, McGinnis, Mason, Alinsky. The collective masses need a new religion. And the way that they get you, and the way they've done this before as well, and I know this is where it goes with the MK Ultra, is the psychedelic drugs. What they need to do, what they need to do to grab you is you must have a mystic experience. Ooh. Take some peyote, take a tab, shipwreck, hey, welcome. And then you will see and that you are merely the toes on the guru. You are merely the extension of the will of the one, and you must sacrifice yourself. That's it. That's how they're going to do it. They're going to make us willingly sacrifice ourselves. Now, they're going to help it along. They have been helping along. I mean, obviously, with the whole, yeah, that thing. And of course, no food, no water, countless freaking diseases, viruses, and bacteria that float around and kill everybody that they've been growing for a long time in the back basement of some fucking lab somewhere, you know. That's what they want. They want us to willingly accept our demise. Hey, Auntie T. Yeah, Charity is right here. She just had a treat. Drink some water. She's doing well. We've had a long, stressful day. Or not long, peaceful day. I'm sorry. Stress-free day. Jab Neil. Hey, welcome. And yes, the MK Ultra, the you know, the MI5, the MI6, all of them. They our CIA and IS and ISI and SAS and all the alphabet soups that deal with the intelligence. And they've been playing this game for a long time, and they've actually been very active in the infiltration of all religions. There you go, Shipwreck. Yeah, well, that's not on the cards for them. That's not on the table. Matter of fact, they're going to make you willingly give up. I know, it's make you willingly. It's accept the contradictions. Yes. Yeah. There is no life. There is no liberty. There is no pursuit of happiness. You are to be recycled. That is their message. No shit. No shit. I mean, it's crazy. 2 + 2 = 5. Yes, absolutely. Kill some weasels, pick some. Yeah, it's not their decision, but they feel that it is their destiny. You know, we're talking about extreme fanatical occultists here. Luciferian, Luciferian in nature. You better believe it. You own nothing, you'll be happy. You eat the bugs. You must give up your identity. Is what they're preaching. And so, to do all this, to get this utopia of 500 million, humans on this planet of Gaia, destiny in hell, yeah, the Gaia thing. I mean, yeah, we've all felt that, that the Gaia, that life, yeah, we know this. The Earth is alive. It is an entity. And hey, what's up, Stella? Welcome. Had to charge phone. We know this. We know there's an interconnectability. We know that. All things are connected. Everything is everything. Everything changes. We know this. We know this. But they have been infiltrating and spying on all religions to use to their advantage, to learn how to set this new religion up. It will. They're going to set up this new religion. Watch for it. It's going to happen. You're already starting to see it. The gurus, they talk, with their nasal passages. Yes, looking like a tan Santa Claus. That's a quote from Jay Dyer, I think. But I have to give credit where credit is due. The absolute they dove into it. Well-known British spies literally dressed up, shaved their heads, and dressed up like Tibetan monks to go join the monastery, for years, and then come back and say, yeah, this is what they're doing. Oh shit! Really? Now they're doing this on the Swedish chef. I like Borsha. Love him. Definitely the best guru in the world. Absolutely. So, you know, my background, martial arts, McDojos. You've heard this term, maybe? McDojos. That refers to a fake dojo or martial arts area center that you go to, and you literally got some freaking crackpot that says that he can knock you out by sending his energy through his hand, and you get knocked out. You know, you see, and then you see what happens when he starts to take control. Haha, Garthman. You see what happens when he starts to take control. He starts. Obviously, they're doing it for money and for power. Right, Joe. Yeah. Question everything. Use critical thinking. That is their enemy. When you sit down and you think, and you look at it and go, "Hey, wait a minute. You're fucking me over here." They don't want that. They want you to willingly accept the bullshit. They want you to willingly accept your demise. And they can only do it if you're stupid. Yes. I can't think of the name. Ashita Kim's, and there's so many of these guys. But everybody knows who these McDojos are. And there's actually been, like, criminal acts that have been happening, rapes, tortures, killings, you know, because of these crackpots that believe that they can, you know, control things with their mind. Well, that's what these guys are doing. They're literally going for our minds. Yeah, it's hot in here because you're hot. I get it. Yeah. See, Guardsman gets it. Yeah. The full Monty. Hey. We can half of Hades. And, you know, it's perfect timing. Because we're going through a grand silver minimum. Thank you very much, Auntie T. I just see things. And I go for it. You know, and I start to try to make some type of sense out of it. But this is why they do the things they do. This is why we're seeing everything. So when you ask yourself, why? Why are they doing this? Why is this? Why is this? Why is this wokeism? Why is all this, you know, all this gay shit going on? Why are they going for our children? It's just unconscionable what they're doing. It's to promote a new religion. A religion of the slave. A religion of willingly being enslaved. And it's been going on for years. And this is their sources. All of this. You know, they've been doing it for a long time, and they think they got it figured out. They really do. They think they got it figured out. And they have literally infiltrated every religion. They've also infiltrated every government. They've infiltrated everything, so that they could enact their plan. They have no conscience. Yeah, well, they've been warped. They've literally been. It's a mind control experiment. It's not it's not a mind control experiment. It's an actual therapy. You know, how to change the minds of free men and women into slaves. Well, you got to take away their individualism. You got to take away their critical thinking. That's what they're doing. That's what they've been doing for a long ass time. Yeah. And what's been standing in their way for a long ass time is, you know, God. Yes, religion, the Judeo-Christian foundings and teachings and beliefs, Buddhism as well. You know, Buddhism, all the skull, you beautiful Viking, freedom. That's right, freedom. Thank you, Crimson Lily. Welcome. Heil, Ok Ziel. Yeah, and the thing is that they're going to troll, since they've learned most religions. They've infiltrated the religions and they've studied the religions. They're going to troll. I expect the 4 horsemen to come trotting down the street with Klaus Schwab at the reins. I mean, they would just do that just to fuck with you. Demoralization. Yes, that's what they're doing. That's what they're working on. Because if you have if you're an individual in a family unit, you have some background in Judeo-Christianity, in God, in churches. Look at the churches now. You hear what they're preaching nowadays. It's disgusting. And I'm not a Christian. I mean, yeah, it's fine. Gay marriages, okay, great. But now with the abortions and hey, take that poison thing. That's the thing. Yeah, exactly right. Crimson. The pale horse. And you could argue that they did the same thing with Norse religion. It was outlawed, and it hung on for hundreds of years. Quit listening to man, you'd be better off. Yeah, man. They like to manipulate, don't they? Say when, going crazy. Say when. But if you can look and hear and see what they're saying, like, okay, that's bullshit. Your bullshit flag meter, your bullshit meter should be going beep, 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 beep. Should be beeping off the fucking charts here. That's what they want. And they're literally turning ourselves against us. We are turning against ourselves. And all they have to do is just influence a little. That's all. Hey, thanks. I'll take a bowl pack too, please. Thank you. You're probably right, discernment. You're probably right. But this goes back, and so I'm remembering the whistleblowers of the past. The ones that stood up and said, "Hey, this ain't right." That's what we're seeing nowadays. But we're drowned out, and of course, they own the media, so they get to censor everyone. Probably me right now. Who knows? But everywhere in the world is going through this. Africa has literally been fighting this for a long time, and they were fighting it like, hey, no, we don't want to do that with discord and discussion and voting to fuck it. Let's just kill these goddamn bastards and kick them out of our country. I guess that's the African way, Let's have a coup. All right. Alice Leonard's got some stuff on him. He's got some intel here. Yes, Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka has fallen. Sri Lanka is the great experiment. LDS need not apply. Yeah, you're right, discernment. That's why I'm making these videos. It's not because I enjoy it. I do enjoy looking into it. You need shrooms. Well, I mean, there is. That's what they want. They like to use the psychedelic psychosis to induce a psychosis event where they can grab control of you. I mean, we all heard about the MK Ultra mind control. Where they get people up on doses of LSD and start suggesting things. Next thing you know, you got a Manchurian candidate. Yeah, and I've around here discernment. I've heard two kinds of folks. There's two kinds of folks around here. There's me, and then there's the no, they don't want to hear it. Hey, with shroom, but in small doses and in certain times, these psychotic drugs can be beneficial. You know, they're seeing, and I've thought about it, is they're using like microdosing for PTSD, for you know, hypervigilance and stuff like that. It's turning people and helping them focus. Hey, what's up, Chris? And that we all knew that before. You know, they got the idea of the hashish from the hashashin, and of course the Buddhists and you know, monasteries, they burn massive amounts of this incense, so they would have a religious experience when they meditated. You know, meditating on marijuana will give you some amazing insights. Camel Carl, hey, welcome. But it only it's not like you do it every day though. That's the thing. Right, Garsman, yeah. But it can be a hindrance sometimes. I can attest to that. It's a hard thing to get a hold of sometimes. But especially when there's nothing going on. There's no one trying to kill me, yet I feel like they are. You know, like my urge to take cover and return fire is great, or to literally snap a neck, but nothing's going on. It's cool, you know. It's just a regular day. Boom, here it comes. Well, I mean, I have felt the mystical experience with and without drugs. I've, you know, experienced the Kundalini. I've experienced the outer body experience. When I did LSD and shrooms and stuff like that, it was kind of weird. It really wasn't. I felt like shit. It seems that it was dirty. So having a religious experience while I was sober was much more much better. But they don't want you to think. I mean, I hear everybody, I see everybody. They don't want you to think. They want you to obey. And this is how they get you to obey. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe they'll start putting massive amounts of LSD in the water supply. You know, Jumba, welcome. And all it takes is literally our non-compliance. They work in the shadows. They've been living in the shadows, but they're still there, and we know they're there. And we know the location of the shadow, because we work in the light. Although, you know, there are those as well. There are us as well that can work in the shadows for the light, but because we know, I know, you know, we know both. I think it's very important to know evil, so that you can combat evil, know thy enemy. And this is part of the point of why I'm doing all this. For you and for me. So who knows? Maybe tomorrow I die. Who knows? Who knows these things? But they're trying to blend this mysticism into the science and make this mystic science religion that everyone is going to follow. Wow, Joe. Wow. And I get it. I mean, you know, a lot of you guys are Christian. That's cool. And rest assured, they are coming for your Christianity. They are coming for your Christianity. They're going to do it. They're going to try. So, and they've already done it once or twice before. Hell, Loki. You know, that's why they've had massive book burnings. You know, massive Bible cullings. So, you know, you better get your texts, and you better hide them away in caves just like they did before, because they're going to come for them. You know, they're already taking them out of the schools, out of the library, and replacing them with this shit. This fucking guru shit. Oh, you must be one, man. Peace can only be attained if we all are one. You're not an individual. You are a collective. Eat the bugs. You will own nothing and you will be happy. See, this is the same shit they've been spouting for years. It's in all their fucking books. It's in all their lectures. They sit down and they talk. You know. I used to listen to the sad guru. But there's a funny thing about this. This comes from, you know, obviously from Hinduism. And they've been doing this for thousands of years. Okay, thousands of years. They've been having this caste system, and the British like that. It like that. The caste system is the system that says that you are born into your job, and you are assigned a value. There are those of high value, and there are those of no value. Which spectrum you were born into is where you stay. And there's no individualism. If you tried, it's beaten out of you. Or they killed you. And it's a great thing about Hinduism and this whole guru thing is there were gurus on every street corner. There was a guy over here that he walked around barefooted and played with silver balls. There was a guy over here that he would stand like this for 10 hours out of the day. You know, just stand there motionless. There was another guy over here that would eat bird shit, and that's all he ate. You know, and he drank water from the sky, from the rain. You know, here's a good story that comes from us from Sakyamuni Gautama. That's his real name, Prince Sakyamuni Gautama, and well, otherwise known as Buddha. He was a real person, and so he went religion shopping in India, which is probably the worst fucking place you could go because there's thousands upon thousands of religions and sects and all kinds of crazy stuff. And so he tried each and every one of them. And he got to the point, and you know, I'm going to paraphrase a lot of this, where he was sitting under a tree for he thinks like a month or so. Who knows how long? Well, we can ascertain that it was around 3 weeks. Obviously, because 3 weeks without food, you start to die and wither away. He was skin and bones and literally nothing, right? And he's sitting there, and he would sit there and meditate, you know, on whatever the focus was of whatever that religion was. And then they would sit there, and the only nourishment he got was from bird droppings and rain coming from, you know, he would drink from the tree leaves. And he would sit there and sit there and sit there. And he realized in his meditation, what the fuck am I doing? And he got up and got him something to eat. That's a story. That is definitely a true story of Shakyamuni Gautama. And then he went on to, you know, create Buddhism later on. Once he tried all the religions and said, you know what, they're all fucking bullshit. It's done. I'm done here. You know, and went on to his own enlightenment. But it took him. What the way the story says is that he heard a father and son that were floating down the river, and the son was trying to the father was trying to teach the son how to play a guitar, and he told him, you know, hey, you need to tune the guitar not too tight, not too loose. The middle is the way. And that's when Sakyamuni was like, Ah, the middle path is away. I'm going to go get a cheeseburger now. You know, uh, that's kind of the joke, the Enlightenment joke there. So the middle path is the way. This is extreme, and this is being pushed as some Enlightenment guru bullshit. And the exalted masters, yeah, it is Blaine. It is Blaine. You talk about finding yourself and finding out a lot about yourself and others and everything. Oh, great. The ambulance is here. Hello, ambulance. Where are you going? You're going the wrong way. Okay. Yes, go eat a cheeseburger. If you're starving, go eat a cheeseburger. Satan. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is coming from a Luciferian standpoint. Anton LaVey was, the intelligence agencies started to basically outsource to these guys. Aleister Crowley, he was a provocateur. He was an agent provocateur for the war effort. Ian Fleming, he was a super spy. Madame Lebowski, she was a super spy, and they did a lot of things. They had a lot of assignments, and the Skull and Bones, they were being hired, to do certain things and to influence, and because they were really good at it, and they were really good at not being found. Now people are coming outside. Excuse me for a minute, folks. I'm gonna have to be a casualty vampire here. I don't see them. I don't know where they are. Oh shit. They were just passing through. Salisbury Steak. With the more you know. Yeah. That's why that's why we are facing what we're facing. This Luciferian intelligence apparatus that is literally changing and conforming free people, free minds into slaves. We know this. We know what's going on. We know this. Crimson Lily, yeah. Pray for strength. Your best bet. Pray for strength, your best bet. Well, I mean, mine is just let's go for it. I can be a little sneaky when I have to be. Camel Carl, that's AOC. You missed a great show last night. Okay, and the Pagans. When we say Pagans, I don't like saying Pagans because that's a term that was given to people that were not Christian. But the war on the Norse, the Spanish Inquisition, even Judeo-Christian was used as a weapon. Yeah, I mean this is a war of ideology, and it literally changed the face of the world. It took all those bloodthirsty Vikings and turned them into, well, actually it took a long time, a very, very, very long time. They still conquered, and they still raped, pillaged, and plundered, and their ancestors did for quite some time, even under the guise of being Christian. But Charlemagne, all the greats, William the Conqueror, all these guys, they all have their ties and still followed some of the Norse ways and Norse religions. Yeah, your God, not my God crap. But that was the thing, is that what they did to take over the so-called pagan religions is they mixed everything. And they did it with the similarities. Oh, your God does this. Well, our God does this too. Our God is better. And this is coming out of the Roman paradigm. The Romans, they had their own kind of little religion, but they were free to pick and choose and to turn their back on their gods if they found another god that they liked better. And they literally went religion shopping. Rome had more fucking temples when they went to a land, they conquered the land. They forced everybody to believe as they believe. No religion, no individualism, none of that. You are a Roman now, or you're a slave. And they stole their religion and took it back to Rome. And only the Romans in Rome were allowed to practice it. That's where you get the what's her name? Shit. Anyway, a lot of these gods and goddesses, the Romans literally stole them, and told everybody else, no, you can't do that. And so they would freely, throughout the course of they were worshiping fluid. One week they're worshiping Baal. Next week they're worshiping Zeus. Next week they're worshiping Loki. I mean, or they would change the names. Mars is supposed to be of like a Thor kind of descent, or Thor Odin descent. There's still much speculation as to if Thor, Tyr, and Loki were all the same person. But over time things changed, and Odin, Rodanas to Odin to Woden to Wutan to Wednesday. You see my point. They're using all that information, all of that, to take over our imagination and our minds through the guise of some type of enlightenment. Some type of religion that we must obey. And that's the funny thing about, yes, he did Auslander, brick by brick, and he put it all the same way, facing the same way. Everything was supposed to. Yeah, that's interesting. Also the altar of Zeus, the temple. Yeah, the temple that they brought back to Germany. It was the temple of Baal, I believe. But yeah, I mean it was in a Roman built. So it was just majestic, right? Lots of Hail the Truth Shaman. But I've studied and kind of lived a little shamanistic life a little bit. I got a little crazy, got a little esoteric, and like I said, running around on all fours in the woods, naked. I mean, it's good times. It's good times, and you wait, and then you wake up, and you're picking out thorns out of your feet, and wondering why your nutsack is scratched up. Like, oh shit, that's not good. Yeah, once you come off your high, that's true. I mean, look at Easter, look at Christmas, but that's what we do. That's what we do with everything. We like to blend everything together. Like I said, these guys, the Ashanti hats of Africa, they literally, blended their religions. There's an island, you've probably seen it, where these guys met the Air Force, and the airplanes would fly over the island and drop spam, and drop these things. And these guys were making, mud hut airplanes and little men, men with helmets, and they were carrying guns. I mean, they turned the military, the U.S. military, they turned it into a religion. They were messing humanity's ability to think for themselves big time. Well, we do, but we are a fallible creature when we've strayed away from our, shall we say, our primordial roots. We've allowed despotism to come in. We've allowed the tyrannical regimes to get into our minds, to get into our schools, to get to our minds of our children in the schools. We've allowed this. Not really discernment files. I wouldn't say that. I mean, the herd mentality, and they're taking this to another level. They're literally creating. They're literally creating a religion for everybody. It's happening. It's happening. You see this mass initiation going on. We see this. We feel this. The pressure, the way of thinking, the way of speaking, and the way of not speaking. Oh, you can't see this, you can't say that. You must be inclusive. You must have inclusion of all walks of life. And it's crazy. I mean, you have to accept the immoralities of a despot. No, I mean, all the teachings of the greats, they're going to go by the wayside. They're going to make sure, they're going to try and make sure, Yep, the blambalance. 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 Oh, Black Betty, oh, Black Betty, Black Betty had a child, damn thing on by, now. Oh, Black Betty. Anyway, pull over. We already pulled over, man. Pull over more. And they want a world social communistic regime. Right, Lady Smith. And to do that, they got to get rid of the individual. They have to. That's why the arts, the arts, the you've seen it in the media. What the fuck? I mean, you're looking at. I mean, not that I don't mind looking at a pretty woman, scantily dressed, but I mean, does she have to have a green fucking neon green dildo in front of all of these children? Does I mean, what the fuck? Riders of the storm. Yeah. And the message, and you hear the messages, and you see the influence. Every little 9 to 12-year-old girl wants to be a little stripper, prostitute, like they're listening on iTunes. They want to be just like that. What's her name? Ariana Grande. They want to be just like Ariana Grande. It's okay if they get pregnant. So they just go have an abortion. Oh wait, no, you can't do that because SCOTUS said it's not okay. Well, they said it's okay. Well, they said it's not okay. They're just stupid. They're dumb. But they think that okay. NC Dev, hey, what's up? So they've been dumbed down. They've been literally transformed into something else. They have allowed the influences of a few Get out of the way. Only think Jesus was going to walk around saying what I'm trying to say. Really, all them singers they target for code because they love God. He's seriously cool. Yeah, got some interesting conversations going on here. As I spit. But yeah, it's all tied together. You have to take their mind altering and body altering drugs. How do I say this without exploding without getting Tipper Gore and her husband on me? I'm talking about the Al Gores. A lot of people are exiting their meat suit. A lot. More than you hear about. A lot of people are exiting stage left. The Miss Brazil just mysteriously died after having a operation. It's because she had that. The thing that we see now is Justin Bieberism. Oh yeah. Oh, it's just. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Just please, folks, keep it respectful. But of course, all are welcome here if they're brave enough. But anyway, I know it's a hot topic. It's a hot subject matter. Religion. They're going to make their own. They're literally building the foundation for the church of the almighty NWO. Matter of fact, Klaus Schwab, that movie he made, forget the name of it. It's literally about having that world religion. Right. Taxes up. That is true. Discernment. His first wife was 9 years old. Yeah. Absolutely. But as a conqueror, that's what conquerors did. Is they when they would go and conquer, they would have sex with all the women and get them impregnated with their seed so that they literally change the people. Now the people are as his people. They're always kids. Look at Genghis Khan. He's the one that pulled off it. Everybody. They say that 70% of all human beings on the world have Genghis Khan DNA in their genes. Genes in their DNA. Wow. Yeah. No, I mean I've checked out the Muhammad and Mecca is not where Mecca is Mecca. Mecca was actually first in Petra, and that's why the Umayyad and the Abbasid got to fighting. They're like, no, it's in Petra. No, it's over here. No, well, fuck you. You're gonna pay us taxes. Well, no, I'm not gonna pay the taxes. Rah! Shiite happens, and that's why you get the Umayyad and the Abbasid going at each other's necks for centuries, thousands. Has it been 1,000 years? Yeah, I think so. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, hundreds of years at least. Yeah. It was in Petra. It was in Petra. Religions of lies. Yeah, we're all one, man. We all gotta be one. We're all nothing but cells on this Gaia Earth, and we gotta be exfoliated and recycled, man. Yeah, let's go to Burning Man together. Yeah, we can kill our individualism. You see it in the arts. You see it in the cultures. You see it in the movies. You see it on your big... I mean, that's one of the biggest things they ever done. Is to take over all of the intelligence. All of it. Or the entertainment. Yes, we are many, they are few. Yeah, I mean, Auslander, I mean, Muhammad, he was a traveling salesman on the Silk Railroad. He was. He was a traveling salesman. He went up and down, up and down, up and down. And he was just like, you know what? I'm going to make up my own religion. Yeah. Islam, Allah. Yeah, he was a caravan. He was a caravan. Well, he owned a caravan. Yeah, he owned a caravan. He did. He did. He worked for his dad. Caravan robber. He probably did that too. Yeah, I'm sure. That's how it started. You know, I'm going to take over the Silk Road. Okay. But you know, he basically started his own religion and then started his own nation. What, 600, 650, 750, right? 750. Oh, but he sold it, didn't he, Auslander? He did. He sold it. The end of a spear, the end of a sword. That's the way you sell. They're selling it a little bit more differently. They're not coming at you with a sword or a knife or a gun. You know, and basically you convert, and it's amazing what he did is he made his people. He told them it's okay to go rape, pillage, and plunder these people because they're infidels. It's okay. It's allowed. There you go, Guardsman. I like that. I'm a salesman. I sell high velocity lead for the price of stupidity. Yeah, that's one way I look at it. I like it. He convinced people to change their morality for his goals. Oh, damn. What y'all doing? So, yeah, capitalism for them is bad. That's why they got to get rid of it. That's why they got to get rid of it. It doesn't fit into the paradigm, the new paradigm of the new age, the new world order, man. You know, you gotta just pop some LSD, take some Soma. Take some Soma. You'll feel fine. You'll feel great. You'll be okay. You'll suppress the voice in your soul that tells you to go. Be a good slave. That's what they want. They don't want that aggressive behavior. No. You can't have that. You can't have free thoughts. You can't have free speech. Definitely can't have freedom of, right? Yeah, the rage must be suppressed. Kills everything they're doing. It has killed everything that they've been doing for a long time. They've been trying and trying, but every time they try this, there's a whole bunch of people that said, that's enough. No, we're done. No, you're done. And we're gonna hunt you down to the last man and woman and kill you. We did that. We, the people of the world, of the society that was being oppressed, and they would literally melt into the shadows, or actually being, hunted down and killed to the last man. But always, we're talking about the under the rock dwellers here. Yeah. Right. That's right. What's the rage against the dying of a light. That's right. And it's funny because, perfect timing, like I said, it is a grand solar minimum that we're going through. It's going to last about 300,000 years, and we're going to go through the peaks and the valleys of it on the flowchart, and we're going to see a lot of climate change. Funny how they've been talking about that, because that plays right into their thing. When war hits religion, it's out the window. Well, Norse, Vikinger, the term Vikinger is to go forth and do Viking shit, so I can die and go to Valhalla, or Valhalla. Valhalla being the term that was used, but Valhalla, or Freya's, or to hell. Where do you think the word hell came from? Vikings. I mean, for them, it was a bit of a okay. This is how I do it. All right, because that was the thing is you had 3 places you could go. If you're Old Norse, if you're a Norse, there's 3 places you could go. 2 of which you had to get there by dying in battle courageously. The other one was of old age or sickness or death, just whatever, and that was hell. Didn't want to go to hell, but most people did actually go to hell in their Norse standards. The goddess Hel, Niflheim, which is actually cold, not hot. So they thought, well, it's probably better to go dine with Odin and Freya. Freya had her own little hall too, Freya Hall. But we don't know how. We don't know what the. That's the thing about Old Norse is there's not a lot of things. A lot of things have been lost to antiquity. Lisa, hey, welcome. So we don't really know, but we do know that those that died in battle they believed that they went to Valhalla. They went to hang out with Odin and to train in the best mead hall of all creation, where you got to fight every day and die, and then wake up and at night and drink and party and eat all fucking night, and pass the fuck out, wake up, and do it all over again. And that was your training for Ragnarok, the end of times, the death of gods, So that too evolved. That too evolved into something else. Where basically it was just, hey, you go hang out with Odin, and the dogma from that, with the ravens and the Valkyries and the berserkers, the cult of Odin, the berserkers. You had the bears and you had the wolf pack. If you guys have seen Vikings, Harold Finehair, he is accredited for having a wolf pack. These was a certain set of Vikings that would run through the crowd and kill the king. That was their job. It was wolf pack, and they wore wolf heads. Ulfen, I can't say it, I forget it. Ulfen things. But anyway, Ulf being wolf, that's where the wolf came from. Greatest in the White Halls. Looking at antiquity, a lot of things were meshed and brought together. A lot of that's how traditions are made, and every culture, and every sect, and every location had their but it keeps going, and there's no W. It was oof, ULF, oof, woof, woof, Woofenheim, Woofenlauder. I don't know. Anyway, I forget these things because I'm trying to stay on topic here, and tie everything together as well. So they have this knowledge of the past, of the traditions, of how things changed. Of how things evolved and what made them evolve. And what was the catalyst? They know this. They're going to bring it all out for all of us to see, and not only see, but to experience. And we've probably already been influenced anyway. It's like a disease. It gets in your brain. Yeah. You know, if somebody just sits there and does that all constantly, you're fuck. Mm. But yes, through the hardships and through the death and starvation, you know, the once the skeletons of society are laid out on the bare land, then people will awaken. Not in my backyard. Well, sorry, but you ain't got no backyard anymore. And then what are you gonna do? You're gonna wake the fuck up. Now we do know that the way things go, I mean, we see this. It's very sad. Sri Lanka, they're literally destroying themselves because there's no food, there's no power, there's no gas. More people are looking the other way. That's right. That's right. It's now no longer do we the people have this moral ethnic high ground, you know, this code of ethos. We still do. There's some of us that still do, but for the most part, it's all about self-gain and self-gratification. That, of course, is being used against everybody with the perversions to become a mindless, thoughtless slave. It sounds weird how that. Oh my God, Blaine, that's terrible. I can imagine that. It's good. Ugh, God damn. So yeah, that's how they're bringing this around. That's how they're bringing this around. So that's been my. It's, you know, they're saying it's okay to dive into your perversions. It's okay. It's okay to have all these crazy thoughts. And actually, there's affirmations for it. You can get online. That's what they do to kids. These young, impressionable minds. They grab them and go, oh, you think you're trans. Well, then you're trans. You need to go ahead and take hormones. You need your puberty blockers. Go ahead and cut your tallywhacker off. Oh, you go ahead and you're a girl, go ahead and get a double vasectomy. You're actually a boy. And you know what? They're going to cut off a piece of skin right here under your arm. They're going to sew it in between your legs and call it a dick. The fuck is that shit? Oh, they're ruined. They're fucking ruined. Ooh, the Han Dynasty? Yeah, nice. Oh, they've been going into Confucianism. Because that was a Confucius was all about the whole and the one, and you could actually say he was probably the forerunner of the whole Mao Zedong thing. He preached that whole thing. Confucius say, "He who walk on water will fall." He who hit head on wall many times break head. That's right, simple. Born with a dick, you ain't a chick. That's right. It ain't gonna happen. There's nothing you can do to change it. You know? But they're making it okay. They're making it okay. They're encouraging it. They're encouraging it. Boards do not hit bet. Yes, guardsmen, but they do lend you your strength. They give you the resistance you need. They do teach you. If you hit a wall every day. Yeah, so anyway, that's another video with the body conditioning and that kind of thing. I've talked about that before. I haven't broken this rock yet, but I keep hitting it. Anyway, so they want people to give in. To give in. And yes, they're promoting the abomination of God. You even see it in the Vatican. I think I've seen somebody talking about that with the Vatican. Yeah, they named their telescope Lucifer. They've renamed the Luciferian church. He's the enlightened one. He's the god of light. Lucifer was the god of light. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, you know, I know I'm speaking to the choir on that. I'm not even Christian. But rest assured that they are definitely going to. Okay, guys, what are you talking about? They also break the little bones in your hand repeatedly, reducing dexterity, hit your palms and bullets and people. Okay, well, that works for you, not for me. Been doing this for a very, very, very long time. Yeah, it can break your hands if you do it wrong. Absolutely. Don't try this at home. But this is a part of conditioning. This is saying it's okay. It's okay to not work. We'll give you a paycheck to stay home. And all you got to do is get on your little fucking cell phone, your umbilical cord, your slave box, and order some food. And we'll bring the bug birds right out. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Blaine. I'm still good. Things can happen. And you know what? To be fair, every boxer that goes into the ring and fights, after every round, their hands are broken. That's just the way it is. That's even with the wrapping, even with the gloves, yeah, they break their hands repeatedly because you're training, and you're focusing to go in there and just go rah! You're thinking and you're training and you're doing something very, very deliberate. And you're conditioning and you're doing this. You're doing this over and over and over to toughen up that area so that you can just go in there and hit any old possible way that you can, and to deal as much damage and to be as aggressive as you can. And sometimes focus is not part of it. So anyway, that's for another story. But it does tie in because they want you to be a fat, lazy slob. Oh, you know, eat your tindies. Don't worry. We'll have Amazon or Grubhub and deliver anything that you want. And while you're sitting there turning 500 pounds in front of your laptop, you know, drinking on a bug protein shake after your 5 fucking doses, 6. If you want, right up your asshole, that's okay. You know, there's affirmations for that. Then, and only then, are you really truly dead. Mm-hmm. Oh yes, I love my elbows. I love my forearms. Unfortunately for me, my elbows are after a long time of doing things like that, and of course the Marine Corps, you know, where you literally plant your elbows into the rock while you're taking a dive, you know. You know, I'm up, they see me on down. Well, your elbows just turned to mush. So do your knees. But hey, you know, that's the idea. That's the idea of the body. That's what happens to us. We grow old. Things break and fall off, fall down, break, whatever. Nothing's fallen off yet. My beard's falling out. You know, facial hair's falling out. Hair's going to fall out. You know, things are going to break, and I'm going to be, you know, folks, I fucked up my ankle by sitting down on it. How the fuck did I do that? I don't know. But anyway, we accept that. We accept that we're going to grow old. We're going to die. We know this. We know this. Here, they're saying, no, you don't have to do that. No, you can. You will be alive forever in the ether realm. All you got to do is just download your consciousness. Download your soul. Give up your soul. Elbows. Elbows are nasty. Yeah, absolutely. So I'll leave you with that, folks. This going down that rabbit hole and coming back. Let's see if Charity comes in. She usually doesn't alert to stuff like that. She don't give a fuck, even though she's part wolf herself. Rather have my soul. So, yeah, that's always been my thing. Is in diving into this whole, esoterical and things in my past, and seeing the weirdness of it, and seeing some truth. Yes, there's some truth. To a lot of it that's in there, but a lot of it, as with most cults and religions, and it's all about control and being exploited. Everybody knows who Robert Tilton was. Everybody knows who Jim and Tammy Faye Baker were. Everybody knows who Jim Jones was. Oh, really, Rooster? Oh, that's cool. Charity don't give a fuck. She'll hear dogs and stuff barking on the phone, and she'll just kind of like look at me like, looking at me like, kind of look away. She's a bit of a bitch. Well, she is a bitch. She's an alpha bitch. Yes, her makeup. Tammy Faye Baker. The big hair. The bigger the hair, the closer to God. Sheep ate mad for the slaughter. Oh, okay. Are mad for the slaughter. Yes, they are. They're going to do it themselves. We're going to do it to ourselves. There's going to be laws passed. There's going to be people, there's going to be thought police. They already got it. Look at your red flag laws. Look at our red flag laws that Biden just signed in. Like, oh, okay, that's great. Now it's illegal to commit a crime that you haven't committed yet. So they're just going to take your guns from you. It's crazy. We live in clown bizarro world, and it's by design. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, they want people to not be dangerous. So armed, that's okay. They know that a lot of people have to, it's going to play into their plan of us killing ourselves off for them. Ace, there you go. Oh, wow, metal. I hope you're, yes, the Minority Report. I hope your flowers are don't hear me. Hello, flowers. Grow strong. Grow strong for metal. But anyway, and stay away from turtles. Hide from the turtles. Yeah. Meadow has a turtle farm. I mean, a turtle garden. I mean, no, garden. No, he's... Anyway. Yeah, they want to disarm us up here. And then take this later on. A book that probably can't be named. Name it! I don't know what you're referring to. Anyway. Yeah. Hope your garden is doing well, Metal. So yeah, they've been practicing for a long time. Bring me turtle soup and make it snappy. Oh, thank you. George Orwell, 1984. I remember when I was in school, we read that book. It was a long time. We had to do a report on it. We learned that book in school. It was in elementary. Then we moved on to Animal Farm. We learned that book. We did a report on it. This was as kids. We were being indoctrinated against. We were being inducted, or what's the word? We were being we were getting our shots. We were getting our dose. We were seeing what the evils were. We were getting taught what the evils of communism is. And where it leads. What the end goal is. And it's always, always inoculated. Thank you, Lane. Inoculated. Inoculated, yes, inoculated. 1984, Animal Farm, things like that was the inoculation against communism. And we were initiated into patriotism. So, I mean, that's one way of looking, putting it. And it worked for a while. It did. It worked for a while. Oh, but here we are. Here we are. Full on communism. In our face, in our stores, in our schools. On the lips of our kids. In the minds of our adults. It's a mad, mad world, yes. It's also a sad, sad world. But it's a great opportunity for us. Now that we know, we can change all this shit. We can crush them. We can crush their efforts. Because the biggest enemy against them, they don't want to be known. They don't want to be seen. They want to work in the shadows. They want to be the unknown, one that calls the shots. They don't want to be a target. Now we have names, identifications, and locations. That's all it takes. Doesn't matter how much security you have. If somebody wants you dead, you will die. The cartels prove that. They have hidden judges. They have hidden sheriffs. They have literally, exactly. Wolfpack. And the wolf packs of Harold Finehair, they were world renowned. They were renowned for being able to take all kinds of damage and just literally run through the crowd and kill, and destroy the secret the king's guard, who were the elite king, the elite guards, and kill the target. That's what we bring to the table. That's what we bring to we the people. That's what we bring to the table. There's the target. Go get it. That's the apex predator. One with the gun. Ah, no, 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 no. Ah, no, 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 no. Ah, no, 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 no. I am the man living in the box. I am the man in the box living in my... Yeah. They want us in their boxes. They want us nice and secure. And, they don't give a fuck about us. They really don't. They do not have our best interest in heart. The only thing they want from us is to work harder, work stronger, work longer, and then die. And try not to take up as much resources as we can. Hey, what's up, Eric? Steel and Tree, evening, man, shed. Evening, everyone. So, I'll leave you with that. Now we know what their game plan is. We know everything. I'm just a guy. I am a fucking loser that's just been hanging out, doing my thing. Not creating much of a scene, not doing much, I'm a talking head on YouTube. I'm a big fucking fool. I mean, really. Worthless eaters, yeah, there we go. That's it. We're a resource. And now we need to be recycled. Recycling. We need recycling. That's what their plan is. Anyway, let me turn the light on here. Since it's getting dark in here. As I leave you with this, hey, Mrs. Hutch, welcome. Hey, yeah. Hey, Mrs. Hutch, yeah, drop your links, everyone. Hope the meetup is doing well. Man, I really wish I could have went. I can't go though. It sucks. I thought about it, and I really did think long and hard about how I could get there, get to the meetup, you know. But it just wasn't in the cards for me. I have a lot of obligations here, you know. Most of them work. What happens on the range, right? Okay, all right. Are you a brass goblin? feel like a number comes to mind. Yeah, Hillbilly's here. Mrs. Hutch is here. Yeah, everybody drop your links. Yep, everybody's in. They're having the prepper meetup in Missouri. Right? Is that right, Mrs. Hutch? Again, next year. Okay, all right. And you know that's another thing is we can talk about here. They want everyone to be in their little box. Don't talk to each other. If it is, it's all just bullshit and jargon, right? That's how they want us. That's how they want us to. Anyway, that's how they want us. They don't want us talking to each other and actually meeting each other. Social distance, self-quarantining. Oh, it's over with, Mrs. Hutch? Oh, okay. I understand. Yeah. Does Google have an Anglo-American translator? No, I don't know, Tony. Is that some kind of joke? God damn it! Oh, I gotta take this fucking thing off. My ankle is swelling. Oh! I did it this afternoon. Oh man. Okay. I thought you guys were gonna be hanging out for days down there. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to see that in every state. I mean, that's the thing for me is the time. You know, I looked at because I looked at it. I looked at the Google Maps. I was like, oh man, 12 fucking hours. Maybe if I would have taken a day off and ran down there, but then I would have had to carry charity. And then come back, and then I don't know. I didn't know it was gonna be that like that. So, because I'd be prepared to hang out for a week or so, you know. I don't know. Oh, charity. Okay. It rained earlier today, and we went out for a walk, and I literally had her under my umbrella. You know, she was hanging out. She didn't poop. So I think it's time. Yeah. She's looking at me intently and whining. So, how are you doing, Charity? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. We're going. So, folks, slide, bearing, triple rack, quarter pistol. All right. Okay. So, folks, I have to go. My obligations pull me away. Thank you very much for hanging out here. Sunday Reflections. Okay. We gotta go. All right. So thank you very much, folks. It's been really cool. Yeah. Peace out, y'all. Thank you very much. This was lots of fun. I'll let you look at all of this before. Cage is on again. There you go. So, all right. Thank you, folks. Stopping by for Sunday Reflections. I hope this was fun at least. Total Pips Chaps and what? Good night. Good night, everyone. Good night, Ace. Good night, Steel. Eric, Metal, Blaine, Mrs. Hutch, Rowdies, Stella, all you guys and gals that like to hear me spit and talk some craziness. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Please have a good weekend, or have a good rest of your weekend, and have a good week. Take care.